Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I'm going to be doing a reading for the Scorpio personality for April 2024. So we're going to be looking at the main sort of energies that are coming up for Scorpio, the big themes, breakthroughs, things to look forward to, and general guidance around how to sort of navigate these energies. So, getting straight into it, I've already got the cards out here. So, we're going to start with the main themes for the Scorpio personality. So, the first card that we've got here is the Magus. Oh, yeah, I should say as well. So, we're using the Aleister Crowley Thoth deck. So, in traditional tarot, this is sometimes known as the Magician. So, I thought I'd mention that just in case you're familiar with tarot, and that's why it's a little bit different, but it's very similar. So, starting with the Magus. The second card we've got for the Scorpio personality is the Two of Wands, Dominion. So again, just having a look at that, sort of seeing what comes to you intuitively. And then finally, we've got the Ace of Swords as a main theme. So, what I am very much seeing straight off the bat with these three cards is that you're in the beginning stages of things. So we've got an ace and we've got a two, and that's quite early on in the journey. So you've got 1 to 10 in the minor arcana, and ones and twos are like at the very early stages of things. So new things are coming in for you this month in April for Scorpios. Now, with it being an Ace of Swords, I often think of Ace of Swords as being like new ideas, new inspiration, because swords rules the mind, it's intellect. So there might be some things here of like having new inspiration and new maybe like mindsets and perspectives and just way of seeing things and like clarity coming through. So like maybe something's been unclear for you and you're going to get some clarity on some stuff this month. So that's going to be a big theme. We've also got the Two of Wands, which is, as you can see from the card, is the Mars in Aries card. So because we've got so much Aries energy happening at the moment in, like, astrologically speaking, we've got the solar eclipse in Aries, we've got the Mercury retrograde happening in Aries, we've got Venus moving into Aries, so there's all this Aries stuff. Like, there's something here definitely important to you around all of these Aries transits is what I'm getting from this. And Mars is also your planetary ruler, so Scorpio's planetary ruler is Mars. It's also ruled by Pluto. It's got two planets that rule Scorpio, but Mars is one of them. So to me, what I'm really getting from this is like, whatever is happening in Aries is going to be very significant to you. So it could be something in wherever Aries sits in your astrological chart, that it's going to be like a real highlight. Even though that's true for everyone, maybe it's like more specifically important to you is kind of what I'm getting from that. And also, yeah, like what this card generally speaks of is more in that kind of like planning phase of things. So like the Ace of Wands is like the birth of like creativity and inspiration as well, like similar to Swords but not at the same time. Swords is more in the mind, whereas like Wands is more in that kind of like doing and like having an idea of something that you want to do, and then this is like the planning of this sort of action that you're going to be taking and like getting inspired by that and having all of this sort of creative energy. But because it's Mars, it's a very like, is going to require courage and like determination. It's a more sort of like going after it energy. Like someone who has lots of Mars energy is like a doer. So there is something here about planning like big things that are coming, but it is still quite early stages. And looking at the other cards that we've got, it does feel like it's early still. And then finally we've got the Magus. So to me, this card always speaks of manifestation. As you can see here, it is ruled by Mercury, which again, like there's something here like Mercury in Aries, like this feels significant to you, even though these cards don't typically speak of that, because of what's happening astrologically. Like there's something about this Mercury retrograde that's going to be really important to you, it feels like. that's happening in Aries. So yeah, so other meanings of this card. So yeah, like the magician or magus is like, as you can see, he's got all of these like tools at his disposal. Sorry, I think I've said that in another video. I don't know why I keep doing that. Anyway, so he's got all of these tools at his disposal, and he's really able to just kind of like get what he wants. Like Mercury is a very quick talker, a very like crafty, sort of clever trickster, and like knows how to get what he wants by saying like the right things. Like he's very sort of charming, and yeah, like dresses the part, like he's a shapeshifter. So, you know, if he wanted a job in like being a high finance guy, like he's going to wear like the fancy suits to like sort of embody this energy. So there's maybe something here around like stepping into this more mercurial energy of like getting what it is that you want, and a real ability to manifest things this month, which is exciting. And then that kind of is reinforced by these other cards that we've got here. So the next question I asked is something to look forward to. And we've got another Ace of Discs. So as you can see from this card, Ace of Discs is always sort of speaking about something in the material world. So something that's like physical, tangible, real. In traditional tarot, it's known as pentacles. Aleister Crowley called them discs. And as you can see, like there's a big coin at the front here, so there could be like new money coming in, it could be a new business opportunity, it could be a new career, it could be a new home, but it's something in the physical, tangible 3D world. So there's something to look forward to here of something new coming in that's also physical. But then you've also got the Ace of Swords, so some clarity and insight as well. So kind of lots of newness is really what I'm getting here, like new things coming in. And then the next question I asked was something to look forward to for the Scorpio personality. And here we've got 6 of Discs, success, which is pretty self-explanatory. So we've got here Moon in Taurus. That's the Moon in Taurus card. And that's in its exaltation. So the moon loves to be in Taurus. And whenever I think of Moon in Taurus, it's like it's very luxurious. Like Taurus loves physical, tangible comfort. Like the way to think of Taurus is kind of like it likes sensual things. So that it rules like the body, like, and things being like, they have the bit of a high life, like, you know, like wanting the best of things and like wanting all of the nice, like expensive stuff. So again, this very like earthy, because Taurus is an earth sign, like lots of earthly pleasures. That's how I would summarize it, is that Taurus loves earthly pleasures. So there's something, and with it being a discs card, which is again is ruled by earth, like element of discs is earth. So there's something here about really enjoying something like pleasurable in the earthly realm. So like, yeah, maybe it's like having new things and like, or new money or something, because again we've got this Ace of Discs here. So like there's new money coming in or new something coming in, and you're going to have success with it, and it's going to be like really enjoyable. And I really feel like quite indulgent, like there's quite an indulgent, because I think Taurus knows how to indulge. Knows pleasure, knows sensual pleasure. And I mean not sexual, like sensual as in like, you know, touch and yeah, massages, and I don't know, like that's just very much the imagery that comes to mind with Taurus. And then we've got the last card of this particular reading, and the question I asked is, what is the guidance? And here we've got the Sun. So a really lovely card, like all of this light coming out. There's 2 children like celebrating, or not, actually they might not be children, but anyway, they look like little fairy creatures. And to me this speaks of like, because the question is what is the guidance, it's like being, the Sun is optimistic, the Sun is like hopeful, the Sun is triumphant, like, so there's something here about like staying optimistic and like staying in the light. Like the guidance here is to like see the light. And there can also be some opportunities here for healing as well. Like the sun is a very healing energy. You know, when the sun comes out in real life, like it feels like this very sort of like warming, like, yeah, gentle, like warmth that we all need, that nurtures us. But it is a kind of more masculine, like nurturing, like the sun is the father, the masculine. So yeah, there's something here about like staying optimistic is kind of what I'm getting. Like stay in that high vibration, like that big glowing light, and you will get the success that you're looking for. You've also got loads of capacity here for manifestation to get what you want, but you need to stay in that high vibration to get it, like not getting caught up in the weeds of things, and like sort of staying in that like, yeah, positive sort of energy as much as possible, I think, is what I'm really getting here. Because you've got a lot of support, like, and you've also got this sort of, you know, going, this, look at the artwork on it, it's like two very certain like fire energy, sort of supporting energy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come on to some oracle cards for some extra guidance. So I'm going to use the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell to see what else wants to come through for the Scorpio personality, please, for April 2024. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So the first card we've got, is the Ever Unfolding Rose. Cracked open is happening for you, not to you. So yeah, this really speaks to me of this card here, the sun. There's something here about like remembering that it's all happening for you, like, and staying in that kind of like higher vibration of like, even if things are challenging, although I don't see an awful lot of challenges here, but if there are some challenges, that this is supposed to be happening for you and not to you, like, and staying in that, like, remembering and that grounding, like being grounded in that belief, and like that's what's going to really help propel you. And then that's really reinforced here by this card, which is Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connecting with nature. So yeah, there's something here about like grounding in this like belief, like staying grounded within it, and maybe going out into nature and taking walks to sort of like come back to yourself and like remind yourself of the bigger picture is kind of what I'm getting a little bit. Like things, like sometimes we can get caught up in the day-to-day of things and like get a bit like, you know, like caught, what am I trying to say? Like sometimes you need to go out into nature to sort of like get the bigger perspective of things and like get the bigger picture, and like taking like a bird's eye view of things rather than getting caught up in the small detail and like things maybe being frustrating. Because even though there's not an awful lot of challenge here, we do have Mercury retrograde happening, so there might be some bits going on collectively happening for us around that. And just like zooming out of that, that's been a real theme that I've seen coming up in other readings I've done, of like just that needing to zoom out and stay optimistic and like realize that it's all happening for us and not to us. And surrendering, like if you look at the image of the lady on the card there, like she's like got her arms open and she's just like, it's all good. Like it's a very her heart's opening, you know, like the rose is the heart and it's where her heart is, and it's like there's this real thing of like letting yourself be opened up, and like all of this like beauty to come in is like what I'm seeing for you guys. But and honestly, I just don't think it's going to be that hard for you from what I can see here, as long as you stay in that vibration and just kind of continuing to remember like the bigger picture. Yeah, very much. Cool. Okay, so I think that's about everything for the Scorpio personality. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a comment, like the video. If you like these videos and you want to see more of this kind of content, don't forget to press subscribe, and I'll be sending more videos like this. But other than that, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a lovely day. Speak to you all later. Bye.